Hey guys, I'm Dory. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am on a weight loss journey. I had weight loss surgery over 4 years ago, and I try to come in maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks with a meal prep. So this week I'm actually prepping some bacon. You'll notice most of the time I have gloves on. I'm just really petrified of ever getting salmonella poisoning. I had it once from a restaurant probably about 5 years ago, and it is terrible. So I take every precaution I can to make sure that I do not get it again. But anyhow, this week I am going to be eating, I'm making a taco meat that is going to go into a taco soup recipe that I actually got from Jess with Watch Kitty Shrink. Super duper easy. It's actually going to be ground beef, which is in this pan right here. You flavor it with your taco seasoning. Then you're going to, in a crock pot, get some cream cheese and bone broth and a bunch of other things, and you're going to put those in and then add the ground beef at the end. You use rotel to make it a little bit easier. Definitely something that is going to hit the spot during this cold weather in New England where I live. So in this pot, it's just ground beef. It's 80-20, and it is organic grass-fed, 100% grass-fed. It's only 1 pound in here because I'm not planning on making a huge pot. And this little handy-dandy gadget is from Pampered Chef. I love this thing. It makes the meat so easy. It breaks it up and it cooks wonderfully. And I got that on Amazon for $14 and change. So what I'm doing in this pan is I'm actually frying up some bacon. I'm going to be eating bacon with eggs coming up this week for a like a brunch or lunch type thing. Just been craving it, so I'm just gonna pre-do the bacon. I normally do it in the oven. It's super simple. You do a ton of it at a time, but because I want to use the grease in this pan, I'm actually doing it in this pan. And so once all the bacon is done, it's about a little less than a pound. I'm actually gonna take it out, and then I'm going to take my swordfish that I bought from Trader Joe's. This is swordfish steaks, and it is a little over a pound worth. Those are delicious. I'm gonna actually cook those in this bacon grease when the bacon is done, and it just adds a little bit more flavor. I hope you can hear me over this sizzling bacon. I am kind of shouting. Let's see. So these are the things that I'm prepping. I'm gonna have the meat that is going to be for the taco soup, and I will have the full recipe for that, and I will show you how I do it. And then I'm also going to have 2 more pounds of ground beef that I'm going to separate into Italian meat and taco meat for the kids for tacos during the week. And then the Italian will be for spaghetti with sauce, meat sauce for during the week. And of course, because it is low carb, just to have it in a bowl without pasta and all that, I could also eat that. So I will be back when I show you what I'm doing next. All right, guys, so I'm taking out the last strip of bacon here, and I'm gonna put it on the plate with the rest of it. Be very careful, this is hot. Now I'm gonna add this swordfish, but I do want you to have a splash guard nearby because this has water in it, and when you're gonna add the water to the bacon grease that's already been so hot, it's going to do just like that. And I actually lowered the temperature, but I'm going to put my splash guard on top just so nothing happens. So on top of my swordfish, I'm actually going to be using Fresh Jack's garlic herb seasoning, which is salt-free. That's very important. And then I'm also going to use my everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. So these are the two I'm going to use when I flip it over to season it, and then those will be done. Fish cooks really quick. And then my taco meat is all complete, so I shut that off, and that is sitting there, and I'll be back and show you how my swordfish comes out. All right, guys, so I am about to pull out the swordfish. Here's how it looks with all the seasoning on top. It's fully cooked. So I'm just actually going to put it on this plate and let it rest. I'm going to give you a tip. I always, when I am ready to store my fish, especially swordfish, I put it in here, and I always cut a pat of butter, maybe about a half a tablespoon, to store it in and let it melt on top. I do this for two reasons. One, I love a butter taste on my fish, and for two, I like it not to be dried out. So that is how I store it in my Snapware. That is done, that's off. This is going into a Snapware container as well. And then my bacon will go into this glass Snapware container. Here, I need to get more of these when I can afford it, because I love the glass ones, and I love that they hold and can go in the dishwasher. They could go in the microwave and all that. So I will be back and show you guys how to assemble the soup. Okay, guys, so since the last time I came at you a couple of days ago, the taco meat that I made had gotten eaten. So I'm just whipping up some more taco meat so I can make my taco soup. Don't mind my PJs. It is Sunday and I am enjoying the day. So in here I have 2 pounds of ground beef, grass-fed. I think it's 80-20 or 85-15. And into this I used my Fresh Jack's authentic Mexican taco seasoning. So I put a bunch of this in. I'm actually going to add a little bit more just so that taco flavor comes out. And then to this, this is actually almost done, but I cut up a small onion. I kind of just chopped it, did like a rough chop on it, and I'm just going to mix that in. It's going to go into my crock pot anyway. So this recipe is actually from Jesh from Watch Kitty Shrink. In my crock pot, I bought these bags. I've never used them before, but I know she said that they're easy cleanup. So I got these liners. In here, I have 6 cups of broth. I chose low sodium broth. I'm going to use 12 ounces of cream cheese, 2 cans of rotel, and then I'm going to, once I add that in and get that going, I'm going to let the rotel and the chicken broth blend together, and then once it's melted, I'm going to add in the rotel, 2 cans, and I'm going to add in the ground beef and the onions. And then to that, I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a tad. And that's really going to be it. But I'll be back to show you guys when I do add that. All right, guys. So in here, I put the broth and I put the cream cheese. And now it's melted together. It's really hot. My son Ethan is going to actually assist me by putting in the other ingredients. Come on, Ethan. So you can pour that in here. Just don't touch it because it's hot. There you go. Careful. Little splash it makes there. There you go. Go ahead and put that in. Good job. Okay, so he put that in. Here, let's see your cute little handsome face. Look at the camera. So we put that in now. And then next is just going to be some of the meat. And I'm going to add that in, the meat and the onions. This, of course, is going to be cooking. It's 12:30. I'm going to let this cook all the way until about maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock tonight. Jess says that the longer it cooks, the better it tastes. So I'm going to let it go as long as I can stand it, because of course I do want to eat it sooner than later for sure. Yeah, it's some more ground beef. I definitely went over on the ground beef for this than she does. She adds, I think, 12 ounces, maybe 16 ounces of meat. And this is going to be 2 pounds of the meat. So I basically doubled it with the meat, but I think my husband will enjoy it. My daughters will enjoy it. I know I will enjoy it. And this is what I'm going to eat on for the rest of this week, starting tonight. But look at how good that looks. It looks just so delicious with the tomatoes in there. And smell it. Smells really good. So I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Probably I'm going to add about, I would say, maybe a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. And then that's it, and I'll let it go. When it's done, I will come back one more time and let you guys see the finished product. And I'll see you after that. Okay guys, I've made this before. I'm gonna just make it again since I'm whipping it up on this video, but it is my liquid cheese sauce, sort of like a Velveeta cheese, but it has really good ingredients. It only has 3 ingredients. This time I am going to use the unsweetened almond milk and half and half. So I have 3/4 of a cup. 1 cup is the Almond Breeze unsweetened and a half a cup of the half and half. You just pour that into a pot. To that, you're going to add sodium citrate, which is found on Amazon. I am going to be using about a teaspoon of it. I'm going to pour it in right now, and I'm just going to whisk that together over like medium heat. Basically, I'm just going to get all of the sodium citrate melted in there, and to that I am going to be adding shredded cheese. I have 2 blocks of this, so this is 32 ounces of cheddar cheese. My wonderful daughter Isabella is hardworking behind me, shredding some cheese, and she put it in the long shreds. The cheese smells sensational. So basically I'm just going to heat this up and slowly stir in all of that cheese, a little at a time, a couple handfuls at a time. I will be back and show you what the finished product is. It is delicious. I love to use it in my soups, or I like to put it on top of maybe some type of a meat that I'm going to have, a taco bowl. It's just so versatile, and with 3 ingredients, and it's so simple to make, and you know that they're wholesome ingredients. It's a wonderful thing that we make every week. So I'll be back and show you what that is. All right guys, so this is almost done. I do want to let you know that I changed a couple of things as I was adding the cheese in. So the measurement is 1 cup of the Almond Breeze unsweetened, 1 cup of half and half. To that I put in 2 teaspoons of the sodium citrate. That actually helps it from the fats from separating. And then I added the 32 ounces of cheddar cheese, a little at a time. Now this definitely gives your arm a workout, but I will tell you that the amount I added today is perfect. So this is what it looks like as I'm just raising it up. It's thickening as I'm cooking it. It's almost done. I don't know if you guys can see it from there. Oh, this is like liquid heaven. There is a lot of it, so that will be good because I know my husband loves it. I did make a mistake when I made it last time. I had added some granulated garlic, and it was disgusting. I didn't like it. I still ate it, but it just was disgusting considering this slice of heaven I have.
Can we take the dog out?
You cannot take the dog off, no. Cannot take her off her leash. Sorry, that's one of my kids. They're outside playing at the moment. We are a balmy 57 degrees here in Massachusetts. We're going to be getting snow over the next few days. So now at this point, you can just take it off. This is perfection. So 1 cup, half and half, 1 cup of unsweetened almond breeze almond milk, 2 tablespoons of the sodium citrate, and 32 ounces of cheddar cheese. Guys, this is so good. I'm so excited. This is not too thin. It's not too thick. Oh my gosh, guys, this is gonna be, you can make like mac and cheese for your kids with this. Very good ingredients, and again, the sodium citrate can be found on Amazon. The sodium citrate also it just helps the fats from separating, so it just keeps them together so nothing's separated. Oh my gosh, this is velvety goodness. Look at that, guys. Oh, so good. All right, I'll see you when I show you guys my taco soup. All right, guys, this is how it turned out. It looks and smells delicious. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. Just a hint of the heat from the cayenne pepper. I'm gonna top this with some shredded cheese, a little bit of sour cream. This is really good. You guys gotta make this. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me and doing another meal prep, what I'll eat this week. Thanks so much for all your support. Please like and subscribe. Please join my family. I really like doing this. Thanks.